I've found myself growing close to my friend's mom, and it's causing me a lot of distress. I'm too embarrassed to talk about this with anyone I know, so I'm posting here on the internet for advice. I'm a sophomore in college. While my college life has been fun, I find my courses incredibly dull. I'd considered taking a semester off, but my parents were adamantly against it. Instead, I've been preparing to transfer to another school. Honestly, I've never been the most diligent student. I managed to get into college, but I find no joy in my studies, and it's making me question my future. During the break, I received a call from my friend Elijah, whom I've known since middle school. He asked if I knew about any part-time job openings. He then suggested that I could train and work under his mom, who's an insurance agent. If I pass the required test, I'd get paid. Elijah and I have been friends since the 7th grade. He's always been a good student and a good person. I, on the other hand, my grades were mediocre. I often studied at Elijah's house, and his mom would help me when I struggled. My grades improved significantly, and my mom liked the idea of me spending time with Elijah. Elijah lived with his mom and younger sister. His dad was rarely home as he was running a mushroom farm with his grandfather in the countryside. Elijah's mom ran a study room at home, which I believe influenced Elijah's academic performance. She was a beautiful woman who was popular in the neighborhood due to her excellent tutoring skills and her ability to help the students improve their grades. They had a bustling house full of students, and his mom even hired part-time graders to help manage the study room. My family was relatively well off. My dad owned a stable business that has been passed down from my grandfather. We were considered well-to-do in our area. As my grades improved, my friend's mom began tutoring me in major subjects, and I made it to the top tier. Elijah went to a science high school, and I got into a school where only the top students applied, so we naturally grew apart. During high school, I was tutored by Elijah's mom and attended a cram school. But raising my grades was a struggle. The exams were tough, and there were many smart students. That's when I started thinking irresponsibly. Considering my family's financial status, I thought it wouldn't matter which college I attended. I could just take over my dad's business. I wanted to transfer to a humanities high school close to home, but my parents were against it. So I continued with school without much effort, maintaining average grades. I occasionally kept in touch with Elijah. During my senior year of high school, I heard his mom had to quit running the study room due to health issues. She had early-stage cancer and needed to rest for a year after surgery. I used my savings to buy her some health supplements and visited her. Elijah's mom, still beautiful, looked weak but determined to fight. Now in college, I met Elijah's mom again. She had taken a break for a year, then started working as an insurance agent and is currently enjoying her job. I had never given much thought to insurance before, nor was I particularly interested. However, the training was somewhat complex but interesting. When I brought home the small household items given out by the insurance company, my mom was quite pleased. The lunch sessions with the older ladies during the training were a bit awkward, but also quite enjoyable. I passed the exam easily and received a temporary code. I didn't know this before, but they said I could get more training, so I spent my entire vacation attending the sessions. The training provided by the largest insurance company in our country was invaluable. I thought that receiving such education at a relatively young age would be a great asset. I had no plans to do sales, but I diligently collected the snacks and kitchen supplies provided by the insurance company aside from the training fee. Then there was a promotion at the sales office. They said that if you get various certifications after the training, they offer a trip to Dubai to the person who introduced the program and the person who was introduced. If you can't go on the trip, they will give the average salary of a worker. Elijah's mom encouraged me to study hard and get certified. And I studied diligently, thinking about when I would have the opportunity to visit Dubai. As a result, I got all the certifications that insurance planners get, and ended up going to Dubai for 4 nights and 5 days. Until then, Elijah's mom was just a friend's mom. It was so great for the planners and trainees who introduced their acquaintances because of the promotion to gather in one place, stay at a top-tier hotel, and enjoy a reward vacation. However, Elijah's mom made a suggestion to me, who had no intention of selling. She asked if I had any thoughts of learning the job by following her. I said I didn't have time to follow her around, because I had to go to school as a sophomore. She said that customer consultation hours last from morning to late at night. But I don't have to follow her all the time, just come when I have time. She said all I had to do was observe how she did the consultation when I could follow her, and she would pay me an hourly wage whenever I did. So I started going with her to meet clients. When she met clients, she introduced me as a trainee, and the clients, seeing me neatly dressed in a suit, complimented my good looks. Elijah's mom, being only 2 years into her career, was great at explaining the products to the clients and made contracts that fit the client's situation well. There was another reason why she took me with her. She had times when she had to meet middle-aged male clients, and occasionally, after explaining the product at a coffee shop after work, she would have to have a drink with them. She honestly told me that she had difficult situations when she met male clients alone. She said that she had to give up on the contract and barely escaped the situation. When she had a meeting with a male client, having me by her side made her feel more comfortable. Even though I'm young, I felt sorry for her. When I thought about how I served as a sturdy shield for her, it was a relief to know that if I ever started working in insurance and had to meet female clients alone, she would be with me. Meeting with her once or twice a week and learning on the job made me realize the pros and cons of insurance planning, which was very beneficial. And I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I began to feel attracted to her. Around the time I started to feel excited every time I saw her dressed up in a beautiful suit, an incident occurred. That day, a couple came for a consultation. They were acquaintances of her classmate, and their rude behavior towards her really bothered me. Even though business involves pleasing people and making contracts, that couple was incredibly annoying. Usually, when you meet with a client for a meal or a cup of tea, the planner covers the costs because the commission they receive from the contract is much larger. However, it felt like that couple came out just to get a free meal and drinks without even properly listening to the insurance product explanation. She explained everything sincerely without showing any signs of discomfort, and the couple said they would think about it more and went back home. When we were saying goodbye and paying the bill, I heard the couple saying, "What's with them? They look like they have a big age difference. Are they dating?" You can never tell with relationships these days. I approached the rude couple to say something, but she stopped me by holding my hand. That day, we went to a beer house for a second round, and she told me that a variety of things happen in sales. She said that some people cancel even after signing contracts, and some people rush to sign several insurance contracts at once. She said that she still enjoys and loves meeting people, but her drooping shoulders looked lonely. She asked me, "Elijah, do you have a girlfriend?" And I told her that I had one girl I met through a group date during my freshman year, but we broke up before even making it to 100 days. Then she asked, "So you don't have a girl you like?" And when I asked her if I could be honest, she said, "Yes, tell me." I confessed, "Actually, I started to have feelings for you." "I admire how professional you are at work." She asked, "Can you spend tonight with me?" And we rushed to a motel. She said that she was lonely without her husband, who she could only see during the harvest season, and that she had been living too busy. We had a really good time. She said that she only knew one man her whole life and that she was scared to have this kind of experience. We decided to meet casually. We sometimes go to the sales office and act so the other planners don't notice. Of course, it's a secret from my friends. I don't know how long our relationship will last, but I enjoy this time I spend with her, who was always so kind to me.